Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. It's been a minute, it's been a minute, it's been a minute. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I had just graduated from grad school yesterday. So I am so happy that I am done with school, because it was kicking my butt for the past 2 years, trying to juggle being a first-time mom, full-time employee, and a student, and a grad student at that, and just juggling life and going through, emotional changes in regards to my personal life. Now, after this video, I might do a couple of videos on my personal, love, talking about love and heartbreak and things like that, for me to cope with, and also to help anybody out there that has gone through, heartbreak from being in love, and things like that. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I will do a few videos on it. So this video is just going to be a random Selena video. I know that a few supporters have sent me things, inboxed me things. For instance, I saw a post from a supporter in regards to someone or a few people were saying rude things about Chris Perez, allegedly about Chris Perez and Melissa MJ Songstress, and talking about the fact that they don't like the fact that he has moved on, that he's keep moving on, and that it feels like he's cheating. Now, I know I have did a video about that a year ago or 2 years ago, and it did feel like that, especially after I read his book and how much he expressed how much he loves Selena. So it did feel like he was cheating when he, moved on. But I also reneged that in a video after that, saying that he has every right to move on, because technically, when you say your vows, till death do us part. So because unfortunately she had passed away, he has the right by law to, move on, because their marriage is no longer valid because she passed away. And it would have been the same way vice versa. Now, I understand. I'm not, knocking anybody's opinion, because I understand how they feel. However, if you don't like it, you don't have to post it. You don't have to. I mean, it's a lot of things that I don't agree with not even in regards to, this situation. It could be any celebrity. It could be even a regular person. It's a lot of things that I see on social media, or I might see in person, that I may not agree with, but I don't say anything. I don't always voice my opinion, because it's not always appropriate. Just like the old saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So that's how I go about life. I don't like confrontation to an extent. So if I know that my opinion or what I say isn't bringing any peace or bringing any positivity, I'm not going to say it. Now, if I feel comfortable with a person, and it's something that I didn't like that either they did or I seen did, and I may say something, give my opinion to that person, but that's because I'm close to that person. And whether they take it the wrong way or not, that's not my problem. Because I felt comfortable saying it, and I felt like I really need to say it. But I will take that back. It's not my problem. If I felt like, or if the person felt like what I said was out of line, You know, I may get a little like irritated, like, well, that's how I feel, but I will apologize if it affected them, like if it hurt their feelings or something. Because taking accountability is hard, I will say, because I'm just starting to practice doing that this year because of, unfortunate circumstances in my personal life. So I have, taken things into taking accountability to things that I contribute to. But it's very hard. To apologize is very hard, to take accountability. But it's a part of growth. It's a part of being an adult. So, yeah. So with that post that I received, it was some random pictures of, I think it was circulating on either Twitter or TikTok, one of those, social media engines, allegedly. It was old pictures, like pictures from 2017 or beyond, or before, where they, took a picture together with the allegedly ring on her finger, saying that they were married and all that, blase, blase, blase. So I don't know why this conversation is resurfacing, because from my understanding, I did a video some months ago, and allegedly she has moved on to somebody else, a black guy. But that could be just her friend. She just could be very flirtatious, and it may appears that she's moved on to somebody. But people have said in the comments, in my comments section, that that is indeed someone she is dating. I don't know. I don't follow her. I don't talk to her. I don't know her. I haven't heard that she confirmed any relationship, so I can't deny or confirm anything. But from my observation, it looks like she has moved on. But that's allegedly. So enough with that. If he did go back with her, then that's fine. It is what it is. I mean, he can't live his life single. If he wants to meet a woman, then he wants to meet a woman. Just like he explained in the interview that he did with the radio guy, the one that looked like ABCDFG. I did a video on that. He explained, I think I did a video on that. I know I did a video. They had 2 interviews, but I'm talking about the part 2 interview. I think I did do a video on that. I think I did. Let me know in the comment section if I did. That he did some months ago, like earlier in the year. And he explained, his different versions of love. Because I guess he had gotten a lot of backlash on him moving on to someone else after Selena. So he explained his love for Selena. He explained his love for his ex-wife, his second wife, and he explained his love for, I'm assuming, MJ Songstress. Now, he's saying that, he did say in the interview that just because he moved, and I'm not quoting it exactly like he said it, because I'm not good at verbatim, but he did explain the fact that, just because he moved on, just because he got remarried, and just because he entered another relationship, doesn't mean he loves Selena less or not at all. He just loved different. Each relationship was a different type of love. One wasn't better than the other. One wasn't, worse than the other. It was just different for each person. And I heard that from a personal experience in my life, and I get it, and I understand it. And I'm going to speak on my personal experience. I was with my high school sweetheart for my whole entire high school years. Thought that we were going to get married and everything. I was really serious about that person. And we still keep in contact every once in a blue moon. But then after we parted ways, I moved on with someone else. And we have been together for a very long time. I would say a very, very, very long time. The longest relationship ever. And I don't regret it. And when I was with my high school sweetheart, I didn't think that I would ever meet anybody else. But then again, I always heard people say you will meet your love in college and all of that. And I brushed that off because I didn't want that to happen, because I had high hopes for me being with my high school sweetheart. But we parted ways for unfortunate circumstances. It was fortunate on my end because then I met my, second boyfriend. And I met him while we were in college. We didn't go to the same college, but we were both in college. Just he was in college in one area and I was in college in another area, but we were technically in college. We met at the job, at the job. And we were together for a very, very, very long time. And I noticed that now I get it. Even now, like, this is an epiphany. I get it. What they mean when people say that, when you're with someone different, it's not that you don't love the previous person less or more. It's just you love different. My love that I had for my high school sweetheart was different than the love that I had for the one that I've been with for a very long time. I do think that the love that I have with the one that I've been with for a very long time is stronger, because I, tolerate more, and I'm open up to this person more than I did with my high school sweetheart. But it also can be an age factor, and I experience more with this person versus the other one. But that doesn't mean I loved my high school sweetheart less. It's just I loved him different. It was just a different love. So it's no shade to neither, one or whatever. So I get it when he said that he just loved them each differently. I believe that when the love that he had for Selena was much deeper and much more, it was a new love. It was new because he never loved a woman before like that. So Selena introduced him to the world of being in love, and it was fresh. It was not immature love. It was what is it called? Premature love. It was just new and exciting and different, and it was just top notch. And then he met his second wife. He loved her. It's just a different love that he didn't. I mean, it doesn't mean that it was trash or anything. It just was different than the one before. And then the latest relationship was different. It was different for her as well. And and then you gotta understand they all three relationships were in different time frames, different eras, and different age brackets. He was Selena and him was young love. The middle one was like middle-aged love, like from young love going into like adulthood love. And then the latest one is later love. Like their love was different because one, she was much younger than him, and he's at a like, I don't want to say a latter stage of his life. Not saying the end, but he's, at a latter stage. Is like he already had his family, he already had his kids, he always had been married twice. So it's different. He view relationship probably different. And he probably learned something from each relationship. So I get it. So it doesn't mean that he loves Selena less or more because he moved on to other people. That he loved different. And he's deserving of love if that's what he wants. But that doesn't mean that he forgotten Selena. As we clearly see, he always tribute her. He always talks about her. He always give her props. to this day. He said he will continue to wave that flag for her as long as he can. So the love for her is still there. It's very much alive. It's just they're not together. I mean, we just gotta be real. She not here. So it is what it is. I mean, we all have to accept that as fans, and we all have to, grow up and understand that that's what happens, unfortunately. So that's what that post. He also posted. I first saw it on Facebook, but then he also posted on Instagram that he kept the truck that Selena bought him. If you read the book Selena with Love, I don't remember what chapter it was because it was so many, but she bought him a truck for him for their anniversary. And the whole story where they were going out looking for cars because the black Porsche that she had was giving her problems, and so he bought a red Porsche, but it didn't really fit him. So he gave her the red Porsche and he kept the black Porsche, but of course the black Porsche was, had some issues. So they were looking for a car or a truck, because they had animals and they needed, a bigger vehicle to travel with the animals or whatever, or put his like musician stuff on there, just easier transportation. And so they were looking at trucks, and he really liked the truck. They both really liked the pickup truck, the blue pickup truck. I think she had connections with somebody that sold trucks, and so they were joyriding to see if this is the truck that fit them. But they didn't get it yet right then and there. But she knew that she was gonna get it for him because he liked it. And then they had like somebody, I don't know if it was her parents or her siblings, had planned an anniversary party at her parents' house, and she surprised him at the party with the truck. And so that is great that he kept it for all these years, and he of course updated it, so it can stay running and stuff like that. So he posted it, and it's amazing that he did keep it. And I guess he still drives it to this day, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't see why not. So that's really honorable for him, and that just shows that he still loves her, and that she holds a special place in his heart, because he keeps a lot of things that she has written for him, that she has bought him, that she has given him. So the love is still there, in a spiritual matter, in an emotional matter. It's just physically, unfortunately, it's not. She's not. So that was a good thing, and that brought a lot of happiness to fans, and happiness to myself, because I didn't expect him to post that, because I didn't know if he kept the car or not, because I know that the truck was in the crime scene for when Selena had passed, because Selena took his truck to meet with Yolanda at the hotel, so she can retrieve the second half of the documents. And so she took Yolanda to the hospital because Yolanda claimed allegedly that she was RAPE. And so she took her to the hospital. They found that was a lie. And so they went back to the hotel, and then they had, she was basically tired of the running around, and that she wanted the documents. And so they got into a heated argument, and then tragedy struck. And when she called, after she was rushed to the hospital and all that, they had the Yolanda had a standoff with the police. She was in that truck, in his truck, calling, or no, putting the GUN into her head, acting like she was going to take herself out. and it was all on the news and everything. So I believe she was in his truck, because that's the truck that Selena had, driven. But of course, I didn't. So that's why I thought the truck was destroyed or whatever, because it was, part of the crime scene, because she drove the truck, Selena. But apparently, I guess he got it back. He probably, I mean, it wasn't like it happened in the truck, but the fact that she driven the truck, and you wouldn't think that he kept it, because she driven the truck to the place where she had passed, unfortunately. So it may have been triggering or traumatic for him to keep it, but he did, and good, that's good. So that's, that update. Also, I will post the clip on her fan website, I believe, where she discussed about plastic surgery. And of course, it was in a Latin radio station, so they were speaking in Spanish, but someone was gracious enough to translate it in English, with the subtitles. So she discussed about plastic surgery. They asked if she had it, and she said no. And they asked, would she get it? And she said if she felt like she wasn't happy with her body, then she probably would get it. But she said that she's fine with how she looks, so she don't need it. However, she wasn't discrediting anybody that does get plastic surgery. She like, if they're not happy with themselves, then that's up to them to get the surgery. That's their decision. So basically you heard it out the horse's mouth. She said it in two different interviews. I did a video on that like 2 years ago, where she discussed about her butt. There was rumors about her having a fake butt, and she put those rumors to rest and said, no, this is all real. And then she's also explained that she doesn't get surgery, but if she wanted to, that's her business. But she didn't, because she's happy with her body. And so now everybody that talks about it in the comments or whatever, you can now put it to rest. She is all woman. She is all natural. And that's that. Now I know people might say, well, she got lipo done. We don't know that for a fact. However, if she did, that's not plastic surgery. That's not plastic surgery. She just got some fat removed from one place. That doesn't mean that she's not natural. So there's no silicone or no injections, nothing like that in her body. So therefore, stop it. Stop it. Because people used to, I think I did a video some years ago, and somebody in the comment section was saying that she had plastic surgery done because she was skinny. She was skinny in one performance. I'm like, so I'm assuming the performance they were talking about was when she had the guitar earrings on. She lost a lot of weight during that period because she was very sick. I think she had the flu, so she wasn't eating, and she had bronchitis, I believe. So she had lost a lot of weight, which is why she was that small. But she loves food. She gained that weight back. And then she lost a lot of weight when she went to the Grammys, the first year when she won the Grammys, because she wanted to fit into that dress. That was exactly the same dress she wore in the No Me Quiero Mas video, and she had gained weight. She even said it in the video. She gained weight, which is why it was fitting different on her in the video. She loves food. Her weight goes to her bottom half. She is a pear shape. She has a pear-shaped body. So when she gains weight, her weight goes to her butt and her thighs, her lower half. So if you understand body proportions or body portions, you will get it. The girl is all natural. So please stop it. Please stop it. So, any other updates? I think that's it. I know, I mean, of course on her fan not website, but her fan IG, they just posted up like a little tribute to her. They did an AI cover of Little Mermaid in Spanish. It was alright, but I can tell that it was, you know, fixed because I could just tell. But I mean, it was cool. You know, the illusion that she sang the song, Part of Your World. But I mean, it was a cool creation. Kudos to whoever that did that. Yeah, so I really feel like, so since this AI thing is, you know, popping, remember I said years ago that Selena would have been a better tribute, a better contribution to the song Beautiful Liar with Beyonce, because both of them from Texas. Both of them are very curvy. Both of them, you know, are really hot in the entertainment world. I really felt like they would have it would have been an even better song if Selena was in it. So I wonder if, you know, whoever got some connections, they can do a AI version of Shakira's part and put it in Selena's voice to match Beyonce. Or somebody can hit up Beyonce and, you know, say, hey, can you do a remake of the Beautiful Liar, and I'm getting my words twisted, do a remake of Beautiful Liar but featuring Selena. Do an AI version of Selena's voice to Shakira's part and see what happens. I think it will be awesome. It will be awesome. That will be awesome. Yes. And possibly her and J-Lo, like Selena and J-Lo, can have a song together. Like a cumbia pop, you know, ish song together, and do an AI version with Selena's voice on one part, and then J-Lo do one on the other part, you know, and then they kind of do a video where, you know, get clips of Selena performing, and then J-Lo, of course, have done Selena before. She can come back with her, you know, matching, you know, outfits that Selena had on, and they can, you know, do like a, what is it called? What is that thing called? I lost my train of thought. I forgot. But it looked like you're there, but you're not really there. You know what I mean? But have Selena do it. So it's like they're standing side by side. What the heck is it called? It's like I have it, but it won't come out. A hologram. Yeah. But that's just an idea. Just coming out with ideas. But yeah. So I think that's it for today. Let me know if you want me to do some talk about relationship, you know, love, heartbreak, you know, stuff like that, you know, to help people that are going through it and stuff like that. So just let me know. And yeah, I'll be back with another video. Peace.
De que nunca lo he hecho. Nunca.
¿Lo harías?
Bueno, sí, yo no estaba satisfecha con mí misma. Sí, eso depende en cada quien. Yo soy satisfecha con mí misma y por lo tanto yo no creo que es necesario para hacerlo. Pero si es una decisión de alguien más, bueno, es una decisión de ellos, ¿no? Depende cómo ellos se sienten. Yo no lo haría.